Hello and welcome to the Salt Collector channel, where we collect buckets of salt from the tears of our enemies. And today we are going to go over Boltyn again. I am fresh off the back of two pre-releases. Managed to get myself a cold foil prism, which was nice, and managed to open a few nice cards for the Boltynator out of the new set. I was wrong on a few accounts when I did my other video the other day. One of them being Spirit of War. This card is very good. It is a mini via the Vanguard, and perhaps better in some ways, worse in others. So definitely pick up 3 of these if you're going to be a Boltyn player going into this new season. Bannerets of Courage and Bannerets of Gallantry said were good, and I still believe they're very good, but I didn't realize how good they were. Maybe not so much. Yeah, well, definitely they're that good, because the Courage token generation, or the generation of the Courage token and the generation of the Quicken token, are both huge in setting up your next turn, be it a Snatch, Enlightened Strike, or a charged Bolt of Courage. So being able to make more Courage tokens with Spirit of War and the on-hit effect of Iron Song Versus, you're looking at a significantly improved Boltyn. And for a splash of sexiness, we add in Lumina Lance. This card I managed to get off once, +2 draw card, and it's pretty good. It's pretty good. So I've put these cards into my Crown of Dominion Royal King Boltyn build, because I'm still thinking that Boltyn is an aggressive deck. It needs to be aggressive. I don't think, and mid-range has improved. Turtle Boltyn, I don't think ever was a thing. So with the aggressiveness of it, I've just replaced some of the worser cards in the deck that I used to have, or not worse, I should say I upgraded 1, 2, 3, 4, 12 cards, which, what is that? That's over almost 20% of the deck. So that's a significant amount, as I was saying. I think Raiden is better than Beaming Blade. I think Tunic is better than the other armor. Yeah, I just don't think the Library of Solana build that I made previously is tuned well enough yet for you guys to enjoy watching. I'll still try and fine tune it a little bit, but this one is a sort of a like for like deck, and I just copy and pasted, then replace some of the cards. Yeah, one thing to note, which makes me consider putting in Soulbound Resolve, is, where the hell is it? Let's view it. Is the first time you charge, and the first time you build damage each turn, if you've charged this turn, prevent 1 of that damage. Now, most of you are reading it, as I did probably, that on defense I get to block for 2, charge for 1, prevent 1, which is not bad. But it also helps you against Icelander, Kano, Reckless Wing, Steelblade Shunt, Sigil of Suffering, any flash from sneaky Spellbound Creepers into some arcane damage on your turn. So it makes it even better. I feel it just gives it a little bit more, but still I don't think it's good enough. It might be worth going in as an arsenal in the sideboard over Oasis Respite. In fact, I'm going to do that now. It's not in the games that I've played, because the games I've played are pre-recorded, so I'll be talking over those in commentary rather than in live. Well, it's never live, but I guess you know what I mean. I managed to play against Levia, surprise, surprise, because Levia People are trying to play practice with Levia and try the new cards out. The reason I'm not trying out Levia, I think Levia is going to be very good. I think the Grass cards of Darkness, whatever they're called, something of the Grass of Darkness, Hood of Darkness, whatever they're called, I think those cards are going to be very good because they prevent 2, be it arcane, be it physical. They can prevent it against a pummel defense attack reaction, and then they fill up your banished blood debt count to turn on Hexigore or Plasma Fed or your other the new Demigod card, which I just think is incredible. Once that gets online, I'll be doing a few games with that. But first, let's jump into this Boltyn game and see how we get along. The game, first up, we are against Levia. Here we go. Yeah, I didn't change anything, didn't put anything in via the sideboard. I left it as is because I don't want to play defensively against Levia. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'd rather attack and put them under pressure, especially when the blood deck comes in. But with Levia's new cards, maybe that wasn't the best decision. Unfortunately for Bell Toller, the Graphs of Darkness, which I think are a great addition to Levia, are not programmed into Talishar just yet. So, unfortunately for him, he doesn't get that 2-block and the additional banish. That could have been a factor in the game. I'm going to throw it out there now. Okay. Yeah, so we started pretty strong. Bolt of Courage into a Banneret to give us a Quicken token. And with that Quicken token, we have the option of doing something nice with a Lightning Strike, draw a card, or I don't know, whatever we draw out of this. So I think he's blocking 2 just so he can fill up his graveyard. I'm not getting rid of my soul because I think my soul is too important. Go to the 6 dominate, and then yeah, so not much I could do for this hit. And then he comes in, still waiting for the 6 dominate to resolve. But I'll tell you what he comes in with. I think it's a Boneyard Marauder. Yeah, Scowling Fleshbag. It's pretty damn cool. It's got a bit of a olden vibe to it with the card being taken away from you, but it's not done in the reaction step, so there's no way to react to it apart from with instants and stuff. But of course you get the card back in the turn, so yeah, so I still think it's good. And that means you get to Arsenal the card, because the Arsenal step will come before that. After that, I should say. The Arsenal step will come in after the Intimidate comes back to your hand. Anyways, blocks 2. I think it's a upgrade to Crown of Providence for brutes. Okay, here I'm attacking with Spoils of Victory, and you can see the power of it already. You're getting a Courage token of the first one. So far these 2 turns you saw the power of the 2 new cards, Gallantry, Banneret for the Quicken, and now whatever it's called, Spoils of War. And the Spoils of War is giving me +1 for Enlightened Strike, and it's going to give me +1 for Raiden. So that's a 0 for 5. Yes, I did have to charge a yellow, and yes, they did have to let it hit. So there are some permissions with that card. He's coming in with vanilla 6. Not much I can do here, so I thought I could take the damage and then swing back for a massive turn, which would have been the turn to do it because I'm coming onto my Tunic. But that's okay. it is what it is. And then I can swing back for 4 with the option of Snapdragons. I just don't think that's worth it. Not this early in the game, and not when I'm only threatening very little. He comes on with a badass Blood Rush turn. My hand is looking pretty good. I wish I had this hand last turn. But that doesn't matter. Yeah, so his first attack is still good because it's a 7 go again. So that's not bad. And now he can come in with Claw. Yeah, I hope to take most of this damage because if it's just another Claw after this, I'm feeling pretty good. If it's something bigger, then I'll block something bigger. Let's put this to the side somewhere. Over here. Yeah, so I'm gonna block Spoils of War because what I'm going to attack with is my Take Flight into Beacon into Lumina. Into Snatch, potentially. In the turn, we use our Tunic. I just sped it up because I think it's better for viewing. And then I could slow it down whenever we need to. Talk about something, but nothing out of the box here, nothing strange. I think I go for Snatch here because I want him to get rid of the Karen Husk and hit, so I can hit with my Raiden. I don't know if that's the best choice at this moment because they were going to block it no matter what, but I'm losing out damage now from the Beacon of Victory, which could have gone on top of Take Flight. If it went on top of Take Flight, it would have been an extra point of damage. I could have ended with Snatch. Maybe that was a better decision. Now I need to use my boots because I need the soul so I can go in for the next Raiden. Yeah, I don't think it was the best play. But I managed to get 2 life out of it, which is pretty good. He comes back with the Dread Screamer, just vanilla damage. It is threatening, putting me down to low life. But as long as it's not Blood Rush, I'm feeling okay. He's probably going to use his Scowling Flesh Bag because he's got to use it at some point. And his life toll is getting down there as well. I was going to block with Tunic and the braces, or whatever they're called, Iron Song Versus. But it doesn't matter, right? I could save those 2 damage for a Dominate, for I don't know what else could come my way. So I don't block with those. Yep, down to 4. Not feeling good at this point. He's got a 5-card hand. I need to threaten lethal, which I don't think I can. Especially if the Grasps were alive. Okay, so I pop the gold. It's too late in the game to hope for a cash-in. Pop the gold. Get a free card out of it because I'm using a blue. And the blue is going to pay for Take Flight and the gold. So I get it gives me that card. So if he does use his flesh bag thing up here, then at least I have 1 card spare. And both of them represent 3 damage. And now I'm worried 3-card hand could be quite a few things from what's his face, but he whiffs, and that puts me in a very good position. And he takes 3 damage from Blood Debt. So it's a double whiff from him. I think perhaps he only had 1 non-6, or maybe the non-6 was drawn. And because I have the Spirit of Arena out, I don't need to. I can attack with this first beacon, and then bring in the Lumina. I'll give him beacon for 2 if I need to. So unfortunately, he got hashtag brute lifed out of the game. But that's the gamble you play, I suppose. Game 1 in the bag, and now game 2. Let's see. It's against a Dromai. Let's just go straight to it. Where are we? Sorry. Let me go here. Okay. I put in my poppers. Good stuff. I think that's it. I don't take anything out. I'm not very good at this. Maybe if people have suggestions. I know it's probably better to have a efficient 60 cards, so the possibility of drawing the cards you want are greater. But I just don't know which cards to take out. I had to put in my 6 more 6s to pop his dragons and his illusionist attacks. But then taking things out, I wasn't so good at that. Okay. So he's blocking with a snatch poo. Pretty standard first turn. Nothing to write home about there. Then it's coming with a Ravenous Rebel. It's good. But my hand's also pretty good. So the Quicken. Yeah, so this is a good turn as well. So what I can do is I can block for 6 here, and then I can Bolt of Courage, putting the Banneret under, getting the Courage token, and then hitting for 4, and putting Lumina in the arse. Cool. Happy about that. Get the Courage token. It says 3 plus 4 with some potential on it, with a non-hit from threatening from Bolt of Courage. So I think he's got to block this. Yeah. I think Illumina actually. Yeah, makes the most sense. Put a lot of pressure on him. Get the hit. When I reveal, Spirit of War is revealed, so I get the life gain. Get another smack in. Yeah, Fear the Vanguard. Ooh, one of my top cards. That's fine. I got a popper, which is nice, and I've got some soul. A soul card. If he doesn't threaten much, then I can just go Illuminate again. Yeah, so this is fine. He can attack me with this for 2, then I could kill it with Bolt of Courage and Courageous Steel Hand, and then get the go again and go into my Luminas. And the Bolt of Courage will draw because I'm going to hit. Yep. I'm not sure why I used the Tunic to activate the Iron Song versus. Maybe just because I knew I wasn't going to get an Arsenal, so I didn't want to save it for the Vanguard. Okay, and then here is a nice play I think, because I'm judging what he's going to do now. If he's blocking, then I could Arsenal Bolting Blade. If he's not blocking, which he hasn't, then I'm going to keep it in my hand to pop something, because there's no way in hell he's blocking for. He's not blocking like that for unless he's going to hit me back with something good. Something good normally means dragon. Yep, there we go. So I felt pretty smart doing this. It does hurt. He's going to bust up my armor. Lost in Thought and Snatch are revealed. I pop it. Was that exchange worth it? I don't know. And then a bit of Arinya to go into soul for this hit. They take flight in the arse. Not the best take flight, but still, and it enables Raiden, which then will enable another attack on top of it. Here I take the soul out because I have 3. 3 is pretty safe. I don't really want to attack with my Celestial Cataclysms anyways. I will just be blocking with them and popping his dragons. Here I'm in a bit of a pickle. If I let it hit, he's going to snap. If I don't let it hit, if he doesn't snap, I feel pretty good because I just CNC right back at him. And now I'm really hoping for something. Cash in. Plus Lumina, plus Feed the Vanguard or something like that. He lets it hit, and I'm pretty sure it was Lost in Thought, and it doesn't really care about that. Okay, I got a cash in. He gains 3. Rakes the embers. Yellow. Not the worst thing to see. And then what he does here is I probably would have been a bit greedy and attacked with the 2 Ashwings first, and then attacked with the CNC, because I think a good defender would let the Ashwings hit in preparation for a bigger dragon. But he's got CNC, and I really don't mind losing my take flight because I got cash in, and I'm feeling lucky. I feel like I can draw a charge card off of that. Oh, I played safe. Okay. I lie. Present, past Brad. Past Bradler. Tricked me. Okay, cool. So I think I need to keep this hand. I remember a bit, yeah. Okay, so this is a pretty solid hand because I got Tunic up, got Cash in waiting, but they have a lot of dragons now, so they're doing 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage on dragons alone per turn. And this is the point in the game where I always consider not attacking the dragons, and it's probably the wrong move, and it can go horribly wrong if they manage to get some good blocking turns. But my hand is so good, I'm thinking, let's just beep shit up. And I beeped one swear word, not the other one. Let's just beep up. Let's just mess things up. This hand isn't great, but I get to take flight, putting away Bolting Blade, and then everything else is a 0 cost. And I'm probably going to draw a card off of Lumina Lance. So let's just count the damage out here. 4. Go again. 5 because of the block. Me likeies. 7, draw card. One turn too late. One card late. 3 coming in. I think he just takes it on the chin like a champ. He doesn't take it. Fine. He overblocks here, which I think is fantastic for me. I'm not sure why he does that. Buff power. I have 3, so I have lethal, threatening lethal now, and I can snap dragons to get the snatch going as well. So I'm feeling pretty good. So I'm threatening 14. He can block 6, maybe 5 that damage. So it leaves him on 1 or 2. This has got 2 blocks, and then he just loses. Even a 3 and a 2 block, if one of them is a 3 and a 2 block would be okay for him. No, I'm doing 15 damage because of the Boltyn buffs. Maybe 16 if each one gets buffed by 1. So yeah, good. Okay, well he leaves. He forfeits. That was it. I'll show you some more Boltyn magic in the coming days, or weeks, whatever. But for now, there you've got Boltyn, Royal King Boltyn 2.0. I hope you enjoyed. See you next time.